and send a hi message to confirm your presence in the chat section. Yes, I guess sorry. I don't know how much it lags. Yes, I think it lags a little bit, sure. Okay, anyhow, so we'll start the class now. Since it has gone to YouTube live, they'll not be able to interact much today, but let us see how much we are able to face this. In the last class, we have learned about the addition of vectors, if I am right, isn't it? I hope everybody was there in the class, nobody has missed the class, and even if you have missed the class, you have seen the video of the vectors, because without that, today's class will not be going inside your head. So I hope all of you have understood the addition of vectors. So what is the vector quantity? Srinidhi, what is the vector quantity? Fast. Operations, very good. Quantities which have magnitude, direction, and obeys vector laws of addition, subtraction, multiplication, operations in basically, they are called as vector quantities. So vector quantities need not to have only direction and magnitude. Example is current, which has a magnitude, has a direction, but since it does not obey vector laws of addition, it is a scalar quantity still. Then I told you how a vector is represented. A vector is represented by arrow over it. So a vector is equal to its magnitude. Whenever I write magnitude, I can write the magnitude like just the alphabet and its direction, or I can write even like this. This is also magnitude, don't confuse. So whether somebody writes just the alphabet or somebody writes vector and puts mod, they both are same, which is called as magnitude of A. So you write the magnitude and you write a direction of any vector quantity. This is how a vector quantity is represented. And then I told in the previous class to you that we have I cap, j cap and k cap to represent the x axis, y axis and z axis of the coordinate axis. So if I say some quantity is having, 2 I cap, for example, velocity is 2 I cap meter per second, it means that there is a 2 meter per second velocity acting in x direction. For example, if I say force is 5 Newton j cap, it means 5 Newton force is acting in y direction. This is the way you talk about the direction of vectors by I cap, j cap and k cap. Then I told you vectors are added by two different laws. One law is called as triangular law of vector addition, second one is called as parallelogram law of vector addition. Basically both are same, they are just the extension of each other, isn't it? We can extend triangular law and make parallelogram law, we can extend parallelogram and make triangular law. They both are rearrangement of the vectors only. What I said in triangular law, if you want to add two vectors, place them on any two sides of a triangle. For example, if I place here A vector, if I place here B vector, but you should be very careful in placing them, because you should place them in such a way that head of the first vector lies on the tail of the second vector. In that case, the closing side of the triangle kept in the opposite order gives A vector plus B vector. So this is called as triangular law, whereas I told about parallelogram law. And parallelogram law I said that if you keep two vectors on adjacent sides of a parallelogram in such a way that their heads or their tails are at the same point, then the diagonal of the parallelogram gives the resultant A vector plus B vector. We also found the magnitude of resultant in both the cases. R is equal to root over A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, which gives us what is the resultant of A plus B.
Sir, can we define parallelogram of function as the sum of adjacent side gives the sum of adjacent side, the diagonal gives the result?
That is not a good way of writing. If the question is define parallelogram law of vector addition, then you should write that the two vectors that has to be added, if they are placed on two adjacent sides of a parallelogram in such a way that they are starting or terminating at the same point, then the diagonal of parallelogram gives the resultant A vector plus B vector. That is a good way of writing to get marks. Okay? And I said the difference between both law is, in the case of triangular law, the theta, the angle between them is the external angle between A and B, and in the case of parallelogram law, theta is the internal angle between A and B. So if anybody has any doubt, you can post in the chat section. Some people have any doubt, please post in the chat section. I will try to reply for that doubt. Yes, moving ahead. So be very careful about this. Theta is the angle between the two vectors, external angle in the case of triangular law, internal angle in the case of parallelogram law. Then I told you the angle of resultant, in this case this is alpha, in this case this is alpha. Alpha is given by the formula tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta, where I said you be very careful about choosing A and B. A is the side attached with alpha and B is the side not attached with alpha. I gave some questions to you where I said that you can use triangular law or the parallelogram law wherever you want to use. If a question can be solved by triangular law, the same question can be solved by parallelogram law also. I gave some questions to you like rain falling, wind blowing, water moving, boat crossing, river flowing, like the questions I gave you, where I said you how we use vector laws to find these things. Very practical thing is vector addition. Today we are going to learn about the next thing, which is about the multiplication of vectors. If somebody is asking me to repeat it, can you be specific what you want me to repeat? Okay. So we will go to the multiplication of vectors. Multiplication of vectors is the topic of today. We are going to start talking about this topic. Now be aware in the class, be in the class, don't disappear mentally. Okay. So if you have two expressions, for example, if I am having one expression 3x, if I am having another expression 6y, 3x and 6y, if you put into between them, if some student is putting dot between them, if student is not putting anything between them, if some student is putting a bracket between them, they all have the same answer, right? From your childhood you are learning that if you have expressions 3x into 6y, 18xy, 3x dot 6y, 18xy, 3x 6y 18xy, 3x 6y 18xy. All these things have the same answer, right? From your childhood in scalar multiplication, whether you are using into, whether you are using dot, whether you are using bracket, whether you are not using anything, you multiply them. That's how we do from our childhood. But now, if you have vector quantities and you want to multiply them, cross will give a different result, dot will give a different result. So now we are going to learn about various methods by which we multiply two vector quantities. One of them is called as dot product, another is called as cross product. So first we will talk about the dot product and then we will talk about the cross product. Dot product is also called as scalar product and cross product is also called as vector product. Now you may have a doubt, already we are studying vectors, in that what is the meaning of scalar product? Yes, we will learn about that today, how it comes practically also. So dot product is called as scalar product and cross is called as vector product. Why it is called so, we will discuss today. First, I will tell the rule, then I will come to this topic. So, sir, can we just use law of cosine in triangular method of addition? Yes, you can use law of cosine also in triangular method of addition. I don't know student name, Gojo Sotaru. Keep your name properly. Huh? Shri Krishna. Tambi, Shri Krishna, keep your name at least properly, man. Gojo Sotaru. What is that? Anime? Looks like that only. Coming back. So, if you have two vectors, A vector dot B vector. Okay? When you are multiplying these two vector quantities by dot product, please pay attention. The result will be magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta, where theta is what? Angle between A and B, angle between A and B. If you multiply two vector quantities by using cross product, A vector cross B vector, then the result is magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta into n cap, where theta is angle between A and B. And what is n cap? What is n cap? Anybody remembers? N cap is not normal. Now n cap is the direction of A vector cross B vector. I will explain this to you in detail. Please be in the class and listen very carefully what I am telling now. So, I said you about unit vectors like I, j and k. What is the meaning of unit vectors? Unit vectors are those whose magnitude is 1. That is why it is called as unit vector. If I am writing I cap, it represents 1 unit in x direction. If I write j cap, it represents 1 unit in y direction. If I write k cap, it represents 1 unit in z direction. So, as per this rule, if I write what is I cap dot I cap, step by step, magnitude of I 1, just now I told you, magnitude of a unit vector is always 1. Magnitude once again I is 1. What is the angle between them? X axis and x axis, what is the angle between them? 0. I cap is x axis, another I cap also x axis. If two are lying on x axis, what is the angle between them? 0. So what is cos 0? 1 into 1 into 1 will give you common sense. Same way, if I write j cap dot j cap or if I write k cap dot k cap, I hope you are understanding it is 1 into cos 0, where cos 0 is 1, 1 into 1 will give you. I hope there is no problem in this. If I write I cap dot j cap, why is it 0? Because yes, 1 into cos 90 is going to give you 0. If I write j dot I, j dot k, k dot j, I dot k, k dot I, obviously 0. So always, unlike unit vectors, if they are multiplied by using dot product, their result will be. If like unit vectors are multiplied by using dot product, the answer will be. You may get some doubt now, why are we learning all this? Why I am learning dot, why we are learning cross? What is the application of this? You will understand now after some time. Why you may have a doubt like, when do we go for dot product? When do we go for cross product? This also I will tell you by today's class. Okay? Will come. Now coming back to cross product. If you have I vector cross I vector, before I tell about that, you should have a clear understanding of what is the meaning of this n cap. It is very important, because in my experience I have seen most students will not be minding n cap. After 6 months, no, you will say A dot B is AB cos theta, A cross B is AB sin theta. You will forget n cap. School solliya. You should tell. Many will think A vector dot B vector is AB cos theta. A vector cross B vector is AB sin theta. But it is definitely wrong. AB sin theta n cap is the most important part of this. Okay, what is the meaning of this n cap? Pay attention. N cap is direction which is perpendicular to the plane that consists A and B. I will repeat. N cap is the direction, n cap is direction perpendicular to the plane that consists A and B. So now please be attentive. If I am writing I cap cross I cap, or that is simple because it will become magnitude is 1. Once again magnitude is 1. I and I angle will become 0. Sin 0 is what? Very good. Sin 0 is 1. Jump from the building. 0. Maths varaada. Maths irukla syllabus la. Aprom varaadana appadi physics you cannot learn itself. Please. Please, please, please. Sin 0 is not 11th level math, Thambi. It is 10th level math. Marandricha. Seri. I will talk to Satish sir about this. So I cap cross I cap is 0. I hope you get how it is coming. Same way if I write J cap cross J cap, or if I write K cap cross K cap, you are going to get 0 answer only. Any problem in this? No way problem can be there. No way. But if I write I cap cross J cap, what is going to happen? Pay attention. I cap magnitude 1, J cap magnitude 1, sine angle between them 90 degree, good. And n cap is what? N cap is direction perpendicular to plane that consists A and B. Now just draw this plane I, J and K. Space I am drawing. This is I cap, this is J cap, this is K cap. I and J are lying in which plane? XY plane, right? Common sense. X, Y, Z. This plane will be called as XY plane. This plane will be called as XZ plane. This plane will be called as YZ plane. If you are confusing on the board, see that corner. Those who are in offline can see at least. That corner, this becomes X axis, this becomes Z axis, this becomes Y axis. So this wall is XY plane. This floor is XZ plane. This wall is YZ plane. Able to imagine this? Now, what is this ij? Ij is xy plane, isn't it? Xy plane. What is perpendicular to xy plane? Z. What is Z? K cap. So I'll write K cap here. Some students who are really listening properly may have a doubt. Why can't minus K cap? Minus K cap also is perpendicular to xy plane. Anti-clock. Because this is not the complete coordinate axis. We have minus j also. We have minus I also. We have minus k also. This is only complete 3D, no? 3D means x minus x, y minus y, z minus z, right? So, if this plane k is perpendicular, in the same plane minus k also is perpendicular, then why this discrimination with minus k? Why we wrote plus k? For that, the concept says that whenever you are finding the n cap, please pay attention. Whenever you are finding n cap, you have to place your palm from where you start and take your palm to where you go. Your thumb will point towards the correct direction. So, if it is I cross j, I start from x, I go towards y, it gives me k. If I start from j, suppose I am writing here j vector cross I vector, then what will happen? Magnitude of j is 1, magnitude of I is 1, sine is 90, and I am going to find n cap now. For finding n cap, where should I keep my palm now? J, not I. J. Going towards x, that is j to I. Minus k. So, which rule I am using? Right hand thumb rule. Some books will write right hand screw rule. Yeah, screw goes no inside. If you turn like this, screw goes inside, no? Screw rule also you can say, what is wrong in screw rule? If you have a screwdriver and you move like this, what will happen? Screw will go inside. If you move like this, screw will come outside. That way also many people will teach. But I am more comfortable with this palm. We should not keep thumb on K. We should keep our hand. Suppose I am writing J cross I. J is what? Y axis. I is what? X axis. Right? So, this is X axis and is Y axis. So, from Y towards X I am going. Where is my thumb pointing? In this direction, minus K. But if I am writing I cross J, I am going from X towards Y. So, from X, if I go to Y, thumb is pointing plus K.
Sir, I cross K.
We will do now. Why are you worrying about that? Huh?
K cross J.
Everything we will do now. But this concept is clear to you first? N cap I will once again repeat. Copy first. I want to erase the board. I don't have any space. Take 2 minutes of time. Everybody who is attending online in YouTube also, please take the notes properly. I am waiting for 2 minutes. Copy the notes. No, that's it. Please ask me. More than 2 minutes, make sure you have copied fast. Let me know if you are done. That is the rule. As I said, you should remember this rule. A dot B cos theta, A cross B sin theta, n cap also is there.
Sir, but direction I could see formula.
Direction you have to find, man, n cap. I'll give some questions on it will become clear, don't worry about it. Step by step I will go. Can I proceed further? I'll repeat once again. Copy this, I'll erase the word and I'll explain once again n cap. Theta is between A and B. So I and J, what is the angle between them? 90 degree. N, angle, this is called as angle, Thambi. Theta is angle between A and B. Loudly. Two definition, the n cap is direction of A cross B, that is also true. See here, A cross B I am writing AB sin theta, no. This is its magnitude and its n cap is the direction. Can I proceed further? Permit me? Shall I change the board? Shall I? Please, fast guys, please. Okay. I am proceeding further. You can copy it later if you want to copy by pausing the video later. Please let me move. I have very less time. So I hope by now you know that if you are having A vector dot B vector, what you are doing? Magnitude of I, like I cross J, I dot J, magnitude of I into magnitude of J into cos angle between them, that gives you the dot product. The confusing part now I think is cross product. I will explain once again to you. And to explain this, I am drawing and keeping in front of you I cap, J cap and K cap readily available. This will become minus K cap, this will become minus I cap and this will become minus J cap. This is a complete coordinate axis. When I wrote I cap cross J cap, answer came as magnitude of I into magnitude of J into sine 90, everything is going to give me 1, and finally I kept my hand on I went till J, my thumb pointed towards K, so I wrote the answer as K, right? Yes. Same way, when I wrote J vector cross I vector, I explained you magnitude of J is 1, magnitude of I is 1, theta is 90 degree between them, that will also become 1, and n cap is the direction which should be found by keeping my hand at J and coming towards I, my thumb is pointing in minus K. So I am writing here minus K. If I write I cross K, where should I keep my hand? I. To where I should go? Towards where? K. So if you keep your hand in I and try to go towards K, where will the thumb point? Down, minus J. If you are confusing, right, left hand you are using. Right you should use, left will give opposite answer. So you are keeping, don't try to see the board, notebook you see, that is more easy for you, no? Why are you trying to use the board? So you are going from I to K. So if you draw, when you draw I, trying to go towards K, your thumb will go down. And when you keep your hand at K and try to go towards I, your thumb will go above. So when I write K cross I am going to get J. Same way, if I am writing J cross K, see, J coming towards K, I, J I am there, coming towards K, where I am pointing? Towards I. But if I write k towards j, I am pointing towards minus I. Yes, man, Tambi. Puri lala. Okay. For you, I'll tell something else. You know what? I, j, over. I cross j will give k. J cross k will give I. K cross I will give j. And ulta if you do, j cross I will give minus k. I cross k will give minus j. K cross j will give minus I. Simple. Why is much tension? See, verify that. I cross j is k. Verified. J cross I is minus k. Verified. I cross k is minus j. Verified. K cross I is j. Verified. J cross k is I. Verified. K cross j is minus I. I hope you have verified. Understood? Very easy, no? Why I taught this? Because this is the concept. And this is thumb rule to remember, to make it easy. I told this. You can remember this fine for the exam, but concept is this only. So concept means n cap is found by what? By right hand thumb rule. By keeping our whole palm from where we start and take it towards where we go, thumb point towards the n cap direction. Okay? I hope it is clear to everybody. Don't have much confusion. If it is I cross I, j cross j, k cross k, you are going to get 0. I cross j or any of these things, use this rule to easily get the answer. That rule is the concept. I am saying to everybody not to use that. It will take time. Use this itself. But concept is taught there. Okay? Now, to teach the first, something you are asking, Srinidhi? Copy fast. If you are copying, copy fast, please. Copy fast, please. So, Gojo, Mr. Gojo, you are asking, could you please repeat how to use thumb rule? You pay attention there. Thumb rule says that, Mr. Sotaru, thumb rule says that you have to keep your hand on the axis from where you start and take your hand to the axis up to where it goes, and thumb will point towards direction of n cap. For example, if I am writing I cross k, so I kept my hand at I and then I try to come towards k, my thumb is pointing downwards, which is in minus j direction. But when I write k cross I kept my hand on k and try to come towards I. If I kept my hand on k and try to come towards I, my thumb is pointing upwards, so I get j. Again I am repeating, Gojo, if you are having problem in this, then use this. Simple, nothing wrong in this. Okay, I, j, k, nothing wrong in that. I cross j is k, j cross k is I, k cross I is j. Ulta, I cross k is minus j, k cross j is minus I, j cross I is minus k. More simpler. Shall I proceed further? Srinidhi copied? I hope you have copied. Now, please pay attention. Yeah. I am giving two vectors to you. Please pay attention, don't take much time. A vector is given as 3i cap plus 2j cap. B vector is given as I cap minus 6j cap. Find what is A vector dot B vector and find what is A vector cross B vector. Very basic question. It won't come in the exam also. Just basic question to teach you dot and cross product. Tell me the answers fast. Minus 9. Correct. A cross B is that you should solve properly. plus 2 what? I cap, j cap will not say, wrong only then it is. Minus? For which one? Dot. Minus it will not come, Ravi. Minus 9 will come.
Sir, 3 into I cap plus 3. 2 is 12. Minus 12. J cap 1.
So 3 minus 12 is 8,
9.
Then? Ur number marks tara matanga tambi. I will give, man. School will not give. Tarvangla. Apa personal. Cross or dot? You should definitely. Yes, that way only. Since I am giving the first thing, A dot B, step by step. If you become expert, don't take much time. So here there are 4, 2 here, 2 here, 4 possibilities are there. So first will be 3 into 1, 3, I cap dot I cap, plus 3 into minus 6 is minus 18 I cap dot j cap, plus 2 into 1 is 2 j cap dot I cap, plus minus 6, 12 j cap dot j cap. I dot j, j dot I will become 0. We know very well. I dot I will become 1, so it will be 3 minus j dot j will become 1, 12, which is equal to minus 9. Simple way is, see the coefficients, multiply those terms. So 3 into 1 will become 3, 2 into 6 become 12, minus 12, so 3 minus 12 is becoming minus 9. Simple way of solving. If it is cross, same way, that is 3 into I cap cross I cap minus 18 into I cap cross j cap plus 2 into j cap cross I cap minus 12 into j cap cross j cap. So I cross I will become 0, j cross j will become 0, minus 18 into, what is I cross j? K, because we know very well I j k circle, yes, I cross j will become k, plus 2 into, what is j cross I? Minus k. So minus 18 and minus 2 will become minus 20 k cap. This is the answer for A vector cross B vector. Ena thambi? Minus should be included definitely.
Minus 24.
Minus 20 ya? K cap saaptacha?
Yes, sir. K cap varuma.
Kandipa varum thambi. That's why it is called as cross product. No. What you came to know from here, this question, I gave 2 vector quantities to you, A vector and B vector. When you multiplied those 2 quantities by dot product, you got a scalar result, just a number, no direction. But when you multiplied these 2 vectors by cross product, you get a vector result. You have direction as well as magnitude, isn't it? I hope you are understanding. Just another question, very similar. Ask me, Srinidhi.
By multiplying, why the magnitudes are coming as different?
Why mine is coming as?
Different answers.
It should come no yaar, because here you are going to do I dot I, which will become 1. Here I cross I will become 0. So how it will have same magnitude? Common sense says they have different rules of multiplication. They will not give different. They will not give same magnitude. They will give different magnitude only. Okay. Okay. A vector is I cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap. B vector is I cap minus 3j cap plus 2k cap. Same question. Find A vector dot B vector and find A vector cross B vector. Fast, fast, fast. புரியல இந்த மாதிரி question கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. This is just to make you understand the basics. I'll give the question that is going to be asked also. Next. First one is I cap only, man. I cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap. Confusing between I and j. I'll write j like this. Happy? Cross is 0. Impossible.
Sir,
Possible but difficult. Cross 0, confirm. Very good. Let us check.
So both we should find only.
Both
Both the products we can only cross product.
dot cross both here. Obviously both. Make it fast. I multiply na cross or dot? Cross or dot?
Dot. Say cross.
Cross na I cross j will become k.
இல்ல சார் எனக்கு அது டவுட் சார் ஐ ஜே பண்ணும்போது எது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வரும்னு கேட்குறேன் சார்.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த ரெண்டு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் இந்த ரெண்டு, அப்புறம் இந்த ரெண்டு, அப்புறம் இது 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 மொத்தமாக 9 டேர்ம்ஸ் வரும்.
9 டேர்ம் அதே சார் ஐயும் ஜே மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணும்போது டவுட்
புரியல. ஐ கிராஸ்
இதில் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணால் ஐ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வரணும் ஜே
ஐ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொன்னோம் கண்டிப்பாக. I into j, again I into k, once again 3j into 1i, 3j into minus 3j, 3j into minus plus 2k, like that. அப்படி தான் பண்ணணும். புரியுதா? Guys, got the answer? Yes, sir. Both cross, dot and cross? Fast, see. For a dot b, a vector dot b vector, directly you can write the answer. How will you write? 1 into 1, 1. 3 into 9, 3 minus 9, because plus 3 into minus 3. Again plus 5 into 2 is 10. So 10 plus 1 is 11 minus 9 is 2 is the answer. If you have got the answer as 2, this is done. Simple. Cross only you should be very careful. 9 terms will come here. Okay? So if I write a vector cross b vector, have patience. 1 into 1 is 1 I cap cross I cap, plus 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. So if I write minus 3 here, it will become I cap cross j cap. 1 into 2 is 2 I cap cross k cap. Next, plus 3 j cap cross I cap, minus 9 j cap cross j cap, plus 6 j cap cross k cap, plus 5 k cap cross I cap, plus not plus minus 15 k cap cross j cap, and plus 10 k cap cross. So if you see, you will realize this is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. What remains? Minus 3. What is I, j and k circle? This kind of lengthy thing, you should use a circle only. So I cross j is what? K. Plus 2. What is I cross k? Minus j. Plus 3. What is j cross I? Minus k. Plus 6. What is j cross k? I. Plus 5. What is k cross I? Minus j. K cross I is plus J, correct, sorry. Minus 15, K cross J minus I. Verification is check whether you got plus I minus I, plus J minus J, plus K minus K. Now add the respective terms. Where is I? This will become plus 15I and 6I. How much is that? 21I cap. J, how much you have? 5J and minus 2. So plus 3J. K, where we have? Minus 3, minus 3, minus 6K. Tough. It is not tough, it is lengthy, I agree. It is obviously lengthy, but it is not tough. Now please pay attention. If you want to save your time on this, like how I gave a method there, no? I will give another method, determinant method. Some of you would have learned in school also. I will also tell you here how to use determinant method to find the cross product between two vector quantities. So first of all, just I am telling the basic rules of that. Please pay attention. This is the symbol of determinants, two straight lines. Here I am having I, J and K. So first I will write I, J and K. Then I will write coefficients. If it is A cross B, I will write coefficient of A first, then B. If it is B cross A, I will write first B and then A. Since it is A cross B, I am going to write here 1, 3, 5. I am going to write here 1, minus 3, 2. Is it clear what I have done here? I wrote the coefficients of I, J and K of A. I wrote the coefficients of I, J and K for B. And above I wrote I, J and K. Now what I am going to do? First, remember this line positive, this is negative, this is positive. So positive, negative, it will go like that only. So I is positive, so I will write I cap in bracket. Whenever you are writing a particular, if you are writing I cap, you should hide its column and its row. What remains? 3, 5 minus 3, 2. Am I right? If I hide all these things, if I hide this and if I hide this, what remains? 3, 5 minus 3, 2. Order is 3 into 2 minus 5 into 3. So 3 into 2 is 6 minus 5 into minus 3 is how much? 15. Are you getting what I am telling now? This minus this, always remember this. Okay, coming back. Okay, so I cap, I wrote, what I wrote? 6 minus of minus 15. I got I cap. Then I write J. J is plus or minus? Minus. So I will write minus J. If you are writing J, you will hide this and you will hide this. What remains? 1, 1, 5, 1, 2. We are hiding J line, right? This we are hiding and this we are hiding. What remains? 1, 2, 5, 1. So 1 into 2 will become how much? 2 minus 5 into 1 is how much? 5. We are doing this minus this always. First also we did 6 minus minus 15. Okay. Then I will write plus K. When you are going to write plus K, what you will hide? You will hide this line. This you will hide and this you will hide. What will remain? 1, 3, 1, minus 3. 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. Minus 3 into 1 is 3. Now solve this, how much you will get? Say, same thing you will get. Check. I will explain once again. Did you understand this? If no, I will repeat once again, no problem in that. This method is called as determinant method. I am once again explaining it to you. Shall I erase this board? This part shall I erase? I am explaining once again to you. Please pay attention. So what I did, my determinant was I, J, K, 1, 3, 5, 1 minus 3, 2. I said you, when I write I cap, then I am going to hide, see what I am going to hide, please pay attention guys. I, J, K, here you have 1, 3, 5, 1 minus 3, 2. When I am writing I cap, I will hide this and I will hide this. What remains? This and this. I hope you realize that. When I am writing J cap, I will hide this and this. What remains? 1, 2, 5, 1. When I hide K cap, I will hide this and this. What remains? 1 minus 3, 3 and 1. And what rule I am going to use? If I am writing I cap, I am hiding this 6 minus 15. So this into this minus this into this. If you want me to make as a rule, I can make it as a rule also. If you are confusing and you want me to make as a rule, let me make like this. What rule is that? I am writing determinant A, B, C, D, E, F, everybody's problem. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So when I am writing, I said when I am writing A in bracket, first of all this is plus, this is minus, this is plus. So A I am writing, then I write E into I minus F into H. EI minus FH. Do you understand? Then I write minus B. If I am writing minus B, I am going to hide this and this. So D into I minus F into G plus, what is this? C. C, if I am hiding this to D into H minus E into G. This is A vector cross P vector, or why I am writing this? Just remember this. Tell me Thambi, second minus B மட்டும் negative இருக்கும், வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. Now relate with this. Here when I wrote I cap, then it will be 6 minus this 2, minus 15. So only I wrote this. When I wrote J cap, it will be 2 minus 5. When I wrote K cap, 3, actually minus 3, minus 3. Got it? Easy way of getting the vector product. And what I am going to get? Same. It will become 21 I cap plus 3 J cap minus 6 K cap. You can write it. Those who are new to this, please write this. If you are new to determinants, this is the way of easily doing determinant question. Make it fast, don't take much more than 1 minute. Yeah. Yes. Always minus only inside the bracket. No name is there. That is a conventional method, basic method. This what I told now is determinant method. Any you can use. That will be lengthier. This will be time saving. But this is actually not taught to you in math now. This topic will come in 12th math only. But in Sunday's class I will teach this. And here I taught because it saves times. Okay? Yeah. Drink water and come. You can use this, no problem. They won't ask in 1 mark. Okay. Shall I proceed further? Shall I proceed further? Okay. I just told you if there are two vectors given, A vector and B vector, how to multiply them by dot product, how to multiply them by cross product. Where are we going to use it? How the questions are going to be asked in the examination. First thing is, listen very carefully. Wherever you want to find the angle between two vectors, you will use dot product. You know why? Because A vector dot B vector gives you magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. First of all, do you know that if you have A vector, for example, A vector is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap. If I ask you what is the magnitude of A, any idea? Root of 2 square plus, how it came, you know? I will tell you how it came. Suppose I am having any vector, for easy understanding I am telling, suppose I am having 2i cap plus 3j cap, just two-dimensional vector I am writing. Okay. What it means? 2 units in x direction, 3 units in y direction. You have learnt the laws of addition. What the laws of addition says? If you want to find the resultant, root over 2 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 2 into 3 into cos 90. Do you agree with me? What is cos 90? 0. So, you are going to have root over 2 square plus 3 square. If it is two-dimensional vector, we are taking root of 2 square plus 3 square. If it is three-dimensional vector, I will take root of 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square. Logic is same. It is addition of some terms, isn't it? So, if it is 2i cap plus 3j cap, it will be root over 2 square plus 3 square. What I am talking now? Magnitude of that. And if it is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 5k cap, it will be root over 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square. So, if you want to find the magnitude of any vector, just take the square root of the squares of individual term. I hope you get my point. So, you know A vector dot B vector is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. Now, if I give you a question, for example, if I am giving you A vector value, how much? 2i cap plus 3j cap. If I give B vector value, I cap minus 2j cap. By your knowledge, you can easily find what is the value of A vector dot B vector. Tell me what is the value of that? What is A vector dot B vector? Tell me. 2 minus 6, which will be minus. Do you agree with me? What is magnitude of A, you tell me by this logic? Root? Yes, good. Root 13. How it came in understanding? Root of 4 plus 9. What is magnitude of B? Root 1 plus 4. 5 it will be, no? Into cos theta. Do you agree? So, what will be cos theta? Minus 4 by root 65. Can I write like this? In root we can multiply. That person not knowing, then you are very weak in the basics. Now, theta will be what? Cos inverse of minus 4 by root, that is the answer. Purila. Say loudly, say loudly, then like how it came you are saying. A vector dot B deviate, this is how it comes you are asking. Just now we learnt, no man? Minus repeti bandija. Tambi, 2 into 1 is how much? plus 3 into 2 is 3 into minus 2 is how much? Minus 6 plus 2 is how much? Till tomorrow. Minus 6 plus 2 is plus 4. Huh? Minus 4. That's how it came. Puriliya? Purinjicha? Seri. I hope you understood where we are using dot product. If you want to find angle between two vectors, we use a dot product. Or if they ask you, prove that angle between this vector and that vector is 90 degree, 60 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree, they will ask the proof. Same logic you will use. So whenever it is about the angle between two vectors, we always prefer dot product. Second kind of questions will come. That will be, they will ask you A vector given, B vector given, find a unit vector perpendicular to these two vectors. Be in the class, that's what I am saying. A vector is given, B vector is given, find a vector or find a unit vector which is perpendicular to both A vector and B vector. What you will use? Cross product, because you know A vector cross B vector is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into sine theta into n cap. A cross B you know how to find? You can easily find for this also now by using that determinant logic. It will be minus 4 minus 3. So it will be how much? You should not write like this actually. First you will write I cap, here j cap, then you will write 2, 3, 1, minus 2. If you do it, I cap, actually you cannot do like that. Okay, here we can easily do. 3 cross 3 only we can multiply by cross product. Leave it. We can do easily, no, 2 into 1 will become 0 because I cross I is 0. 2 into minus 2 will become minus 4, I cross j will become k, and 3 into I will become plus 3, j cross I will become minus k. So minus 7k, isn't it? So we know the value of A cross B. And this AB sine theta is what you know? What is that? Listen, something again important, I have not told up to now, please pay attention. A cross B is AB sine theta n cap. What is n cap? N cap is direction, isn't it? So what will be AB sine theta? Magnitude. Magnitude of what? A vector cross. If you find A vector cross B vector, and if I ask you what is its magnitude, what is your answer? Minus 7 is not the correct, 7 only, no? Root over minus 7 square. It will become 7 only, no? So its magnitude is 7. So this value is 7. This value is minus 7k cap. Minus 7k cap by 7 is the answer of n cap. I will repeat loudly. AB sine theta only is the magnitude, no Thambi? Why are you worrying about theta then? Understood? Answer is obviously how it came understood. A cross B you got. A cross B is how much? Minus 7k cap. AB sine theta you got, its magnitude 7. Divide this by this, you get n cap. So minus 7k cap by 7 will become minus k cap. N cap is minus k cap. That is the answer. It is still confusing. I'll give some questions to make it easy. Okay? Take the first question. First you copy if you want to copy something. If you are copying something from here, just the concept is there. You can copy fast. Question. first I will repeat the question that I gave already. I think I was muted. The question which I gave earlier was, if the magnitudes of two vectors are 3 and 4, for the people who are online, if the magnitudes of two vectors are 3 and 4, if the magnitudes of two vectors are 3 and 4 and their scalar product is 6, and their scalar product is 6, find the angle between the two vectors. Find the angle between the two vectors. That was the previous question. Take one more question. I will repeat the previous question once again. If magnitude of two vectors are 3 and 4 and their scalar product is 6, find the angle between the two vectors. Take the new question now, everybody. New question is, three vectors, A vector, B vector and C vector, A vector, B vector and C vector are such that A vector is equal to B vector plus C vector. A vector is equal to B vector plus C vector, and their magnitudes are 5, 4 and 3 respectively. Magnitudes are 5, 4 and 3 respectively. What is the angle between A vector and C vector? This is the level of question which is expected in the school examination. C vector. What is the angle between A vector and C vector? Is it clear? Not clear, no? Next question. Second question is the real level of question that can be expected in the examination. I told you. I am solving both the questions now, what I gave. The first question what I gave is what, Lalit?
Magnitude of two vectors 3 and 4.
Okay, one second. Let me take it as A vector is magnitude is 3 and B vector's magnitude is 4. Yes.
Scalar product is 6.
So A vector dot B vector is 6. What is the angle between them? Am I right? This is the question. I told you before some time, A vector dot B vector is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. What is magnitude of A dot B is given as how much? 6. What is A given? 3. What is B given? 4 into cos theta. So 6 by 12 is how much? Cos theta is 1 by 12, 1 by 2. So if cos theta is 1 by 2, what will be theta? Got it? Simple, no? Second question is having twist. Anybody got the answer? No? Take, you solve, I'll solve for everybody else. You can solve by yourself. Those who are not getting the answer, please pay attention. What is the question? Second question.
B vectors are
Such that?
A vector is equal to B vector plus C vector.
Okay.
A vector's magnitude is equal to 5.
Huh?
B vector magnitude is 4.
Huh?
C vector magnitude 3.
Huh?
What is the angle between A vector and C?
Yes, they are asking angle between A and C. Now everybody please pay attention. It's a very good question which will be the base of this kind of questions. They are asking you to find the angle between A and C, not A and B, not B and C. So first, to get the angle between A and C, you have to write in terms of A and C. So it will become B vector is equal to A vector minus C vector. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Understanding what I am doing? Now what I am doing, both sides I am multiplying on both sides by B vector. Multiplying means dot product obviously. So it will become B vector dot B vector is equal to B vector dot A vector minus C vector. You may think now, how I will get idea to put this thing in the examination. You will get. See how I am solving. What is the logic I am using? B vector dot B vector is equal to, what is B vector? A minus C. So A vector minus C vector into A vector minus C vector. Can I write like this? Listen what I am doing. This is dot actually, obviously dot. Yeah. B vector dot B vector will be how much? Magnitude of B into magnitude of B into cos 0, because they are like vectors. So it will become 1 B into cos 0. Do you agree with me? Because B and B will mean same direction, no? B are like vectors. A dot A will become, I'll write one step, A vector dot A vector minus C vector dot A vector minus, these two have multiplied, A vector dot C vector plus C vector dot C vector. What I have done, you are understanding? Just open the bracket. After that, the same logic, cos 0 is 1, so it will become B square, isn't it? And decide I am going to get same A into cos 0 will become A square. C dot A will become how much? C, how? CA cos theta, no yaar? Or I can write even AC cos theta, there is nothing wrong in that, both same only in this case. And once again minus AC cos theta, and this will become how much? C square. If you are asking me why I took theta here and why I took 0 here in these cases, because A dot A are in same direction, angle between them is 0 degree, but A and C are not in same direction, that is why we are finding the angle between them also itself. So we are assuming it to be theta now. After this, see here, what is B magnitude? 4, 16 is equal to, what is A's magnitude? 25 plus what is C's magnitude? 9 minus 2 into what is AC? A and C 15 into cos. Can you solve? Cannot you solve this? After this, what you will do? 25 plus 9 is how much? 36, 34. So it will become minus 34 plus 16 is equal to minus 30 cos theta. Minus minus gets cancelled. Actually, how much it will come? The value of this will be how much? Minus 18. This side you will have minus 30 cos theta. Minus minus gets cancelled. What is 18 by 30? 6, 3 by 5. That is the answer. 3 by 5 is cos theta. From here we can write theta is equal to cos inverse of. That is the answer. Those who are understanding. I hope that many of you will have problem in this what has been happened here. So once again I am repeating for everybody who has problem in this. Please pay attention. When I am solving, I hope this step will be clear to everybody. Which step? Up to this step. You will have problem in this step only. From here to here when I shifted you should have problem. Before that I just multiplied and I opened the bracket. After that I have three kinds of term, actually two kinds of term. One is like vector dot product. So B vector dot B vector, which I am writing as magnitude of B into magnitude of B into cos 0. Why I am taking 0? Whichever direction B is acting, same direction B will only act, no? But A and C may be in some other direction. That's why when I am doing A dot C or C dot A, I am writing magnitude of A into magnitude of C into cos theta. I cannot take cos 0 here, because A and C direction we do not know, but B and B will be in same direction, C and C will be in same direction, A and A will be in same direction. That is common sense. Whichever side A is acting, the same side A will act, no? So we can comfortably take this as cos 0, this as cos 0, this as cos 0, but A dot C, C dot A, we cannot take cos 0. That's why I took cos theta. After that, B value is known to me, A value is known to me, C value is known to me, theta I can easily find. Question became simple after that. This kind of questions will come in the examination. If you have any doubt, if you have any problem, ask me, or else I will give another question. Please, fast. If you have any kind of doubt, please ask me or take another question.
cos theta கொடுத்து B கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்லுவாங்க.
புரியல சத்தமா சொல்லு.
cos theta கொடுத்து B கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்லுவாங்க.
சொல்லுவாங்க.
சொன்னாலுமே அதே 6 தான்.
The procedure remains the same. If you have any problem in anything, please feel free to ask me. If there is no problem in this question, then take another question fast. We don't have much time. Yeah.
Triangular law also, sir. If you put B vector equals A vector minus C vector, it's coming in.
Yeah, it will come. Actually, it will come. You are doing in analytical method, I am doing in theoretical method. That's the difference. It will come, but take another question. Please, guys, everybody. Even if you are copying, leave some space for copying and take the next question. If magnitude of A vector plus B vector, the moment I am saying magnitude, you should put the bar. If magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector, if magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector, what you have got is also correct, Suresh Kumar. I mean, somebody's parent name, I think. Yeah, that is also correct, what you are getting. Yes, coming back. So, magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to magnitude of A vector minus B vector. Find the angle between A and B. Find the angle between A vector and B vector. Find the angle between A vector and B vector. Make it fast. புரியல வேல்யூ இல்லை make it fast. 90 degree, correct actually, good. The same method, isn't it? The same method. You will multiply both sides by or square both sides. Put square both sides and solve, you will get the answer. That is A vector plus B vector dot A vector plus B vector. That side A vector minus B vector dot A vector minus B vector. Solve these two expressions, you will get the answer. Try this. Got any answer? Huh. How dot, you see what I said now, please pay attention. I said A vector plus B vector into A vector plus B vector, and decide you will do A vector minus B vector into A vector minus B vector. I am squaring both sides, nothing else. Dot is there between actually. Then it will become, see what I am writing, A vector dot A vector plus B vector dot A vector plus A vector dot B vector and plus B vector dot B vector. On right hand side, it will be A vector dot A vector plus, actually not, plus B vector dot B vector, and then minus will come, minus A vector dot B vector and minus B vector dot A vector. After that, what is A dot A? A square, same logic, A's magnitude into cos 0, so it will become A square plus, what is B dot A? BA cos theta, isn't it? What is A dot B? BA cos theta plus B square. On right hand side, once again A square plus B square minus AB cos theta minus AB cos theta. These two gets cancelled, this two gets cancelled, goes that side, it will become 4BA cos theta is equal to 0. So, what will be theta? Everything will become 0, no? So, what will be theta? If cos theta is 0, what will be theta? I hope you are understanding how to solve this kind of question. Again I am repeating, you may have a trouble that how I will get this idea that I want to do this step. That will come by solving some questions. Yeah. 0 divided by anything is 0. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. Okay? You can do, no problem in that. Any way you can use, answer should come. Any problem in this? If there is no problem in this and you have understood the class, We have not solved question based upon cross product. We will solve it in the next class, and we will also solve about the projectile motion and circular motion in the next class. Okay? Yeah, but anyhow on this Sunday I will be finishing this chapter, don't worry about that. I taught projectiles on the Sunday. Once again the Sunday I am going to call everybody. I will once again teach continuation of projectile, some hot concepts and some circular motion. It will be done then, don't worry about it. Next month, this month itself this chapter will be done. This before that it will be done, don't worry about that.